More than 7 million Americans are living with Alzheimer's disease. That's according to the Alzheimer's Association. Here in Northeast Wisconsin, one man is determined to find new treatments or even better, a cure. Mark Schuster and the director of the Wisconsin chapter of the Alzheimer's Association recently stopped by Off the Desk to talk about their efforts. The Alzheimer's Awareness Game, we're going to start with that. It is Friday, June 12th. It starts at 6:40. It's in Milwaukee. The Brewers picked you for their charity game. What was your reaction when you found out it was the Alzheimer's Association for that game?
This is an incredible opportunity. I'd like to go back a little bit. We started last year talking about the Brewers and the Alzheimer's Association doing a little bit more together, and that's how this came about. And the Brewers offered to have somebody throw out the first pitch. So they said the person that could raise the most money in the month of May would get that opportunity. So you're looking at the person who is going to be throwing out the first pitch at the Milwaukee Brewer Phillies game on Friday night.
That is so exciting. This isn't your first rodeo either. I want to show a picture here. This is you throwing out a pitch previously.
That is me at the Green Bay Blue Ribbons game last Saturday. You got to start in the minors before you go to the majors. So we did that game as kind of a practice round. I had some guys help me practice before the game, and we made it over the plate. So we're hoping for the best when we do it next week.
Good for you. Are you nervous?
Everybody has sent me every video of every fail that has ever been done. So yeah, a little bit. We'll be practicing again next week, and again, we got to get it over the plate.
Well, you will do a great job. I have no doubt about it. This game, what all does it entail? I know there's a big contingent of people who have been impacted by Alzheimer's who will be at that game.
Yeah, we're going to have 100 of our supporters at the game. We're also going to have a booth set up in the concourse so people can stop by and get information. And there are going to be some interviews and some statistics shared throughout the game as well. So very thankful for the Brewers for giving us this opportunity.
Absolutely. Mark, you are so committed to this cause because it is near and dear and personal to you. Your mother had Alzheimer's disease. Mm-hmm. What was that journey like?
I think every journey is different. Ours started out when we discovered that our mother, was forgetting things and having memory issues, and we started doing the testing and helping her out with it. I have 5 brothers, and our family made a commitment to her as she was diagnosed that she could stay in her house as long as possible. So my wife and son and I had the opportunity to move into her home and keep her in her home for almost 2 years during the process as the disease, grew and it got harder for her. So it's very personal to me. It's a disease that affects a lot of different people in a lot of different ways. There's a lot of people that are affected just by knowing somebody, and caregivers are the ones that I really look to try to help or to get the word out on. Ways that you can, get support. So it's very personal, and it's something that is very dear to my heart to continue to work towards.
And we had the picture up of Mary and your mother. Carrie, the caregivers too, the Alzheimer's Association, you provide support for them too, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. Whether it's somebody who's living with dementia, a caregiver, a family member, we have a lot of education and resources out there to help people, no matter what their role.
And when we talk about Alzheimer's disease, it's more prevalent than many people probably realize. I'm going to put up some statistics here. If you'd like to, Carrie, talk us through this, just to really give people an idea of this disease affects a lot of families.
Yeah, unfortunately, it really does affect a lot of people. There are over 7 million Americans living with Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's actually kills more than breast cancer and prostate cancer combined. Between the years 2000 and 2022, the deaths from heart disease decreased 2.1%, but the deaths from Alzheimer's actually increased 142%. The largest risk factor for developing Alzheimer's or dementia is increased age. So as we get older as a population, the risk for developing that disease just continues to increase. And that's why it's really so important that we continue to raise awareness in our communities, continue to have events like the Walk to End Alzheimer's, not only to raise awareness, but to raise funds so that we can do more research, find more treatments, and one day find a cure.
Right now, that research is being done, and there have been some recent breakthroughs.
There have. The last few years, honestly, have been incredibly exciting and hopeful when it comes to research on the Alzheimer's and dementia front. We now have a couple drugs that are FDA approved that can actually slow the progression in some people with Alzheimer's. Not only that, we have a blood test, actually a couple blood tests, that can really help diagnose the disease earlier. And early diagnosis is so important because if you don't have that early diagnosis, you miss the window for some of those other treatments that can really help. We're also asking our advocates to contact their legislators right now. Ask your members of Congress to support the bill to get Medicaid to pay for the screening test, the blood test.
And if people want to learn more, I'm assuming they can go right to your website.
Absolutely, alz.org. There is a ton of information out there, some really, really great stuff. So whether you're interested in being an advocate, interested in some of our events, interested in finding out where our education sessions and support groups are, there's a lot of information out there that's very helpful.
And you mentioned you have a list of the area walks that are happening and walks across the state. Mark, you are currently planning for 3 walks in Door County. You added 2. So tell us about the planning and what people can expect if they go to one of these walks.
Well, I'm going to give a shout out to Door County and our organization up there. We've really grown the awareness and the outreach in the last couple of years, and it's because of that, you're seeing that we have a walk in Fish Creek this year and also on Washington Island. So we now have the availability of more people to get involved and get out, do the walk, be out there in the public and raise awareness on multiple fronts in Door County. So I think that just shows for itself that, we're very committed in our groups up there to continue to have the conversation about this disease.
And we're showing some pictures from previous walks, everybody wearing their purple, the color for Alzheimer's awareness. What is it like on walk day?
It's crazy.
Right, because you're also an organizer. But, I'm sure it's our people walk, coming together. I would assume it's emotional as well.
It has so many different facets going on. There's a lot of emotion going on. There's, where we honor different elements of people who have lost loved ones, have a loved one that has it. On stage, we talk about, the disease. You have caregivers coming together. It's a celebration of a family that are supporting each other, doing this walk together. It's just a beautiful day of getting everyone that either is affected by it or knows somebody to work towards getting more awareness and grow our organization.
As far as funds are concerned, how much money do these walks bring in usually?
Last year in Wisconsin alone, the Walk to End Alzheimer's events raised about $3.5 million.
Wow, that is incredible.
Yeah, and across the nation, we have over 600 walks. So it's our largest fundraiser for the Alzheimer's Association. And what's really incredible about it is it not only raises a ton of money, which goes back into support for caregivers and for people living with the disease, as well as research, but the amount of awareness that it helps bring to communities is really outstanding. And, we were talking a bit ago about the walks itself. And, Mark mentioned the opening ceremony and those Promise Garden representatives. We have 5 different flower colors, and then we have somebody represent each flower. And that really tells people what your connection to the disease is. So, purple for someone who's lost a loved one to the disease, blue for someone who is living with the disease, yellow signifies that you're a caregiver, orange is for anyone who's advocating for a world without Alzheimer's and dementia. And then each walk has 1 white flower, which is really representing the first survivor or what we're all walking and participating for. It's incredibly emotional just to see all of those people, to hear their stories. And it's just so neat to see the entire community come together and really show support for one another.
It is. I've had the honor of emceeing a few of these walks over the years, and it's hard to put into words what that moment's like when everybody's gathered with their flowers. And when you just talked about the white flower, it gave me the chills.
I want to say thank you very much, actually, for doing some of those walks and being part of it. So thank you very much.
Oh, it's my honor. I've personally been impacted by Alzheimer's as well. My grandmother had Alzheimer's, and my mother's husband was recently diagnosed. So it does touch a lot of people, as we have said. I want to bring up the Door County information here. So you said Washington Island, it starts, that's August, and then you have 2 in September. All the information is here on the screen. There's also a QR code. So people at home, you can take your phones out and scan that code, and it will take you right to the registration page. What is registration like so far?
Oh, goodness. I haven't looked in the last number of days. Last year we had 500 people register, though, and we're expecting that to go up since we have 2 more locations this year. So love to see the growth, love to see the community support. Again, just want to thank Mark and the entire committee. They work so hard to really make sure that we're spreading more awareness and reaching more people.
All right. Well, thank you both so very much for being here and telling us all about the walks. Mark, your first pitch is coming up. We wish you all the luck with that.
Thank you.
And again, if people want information, they can go to the Alzheimer's website at alz.org. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Up next, a look at the stories that are making headlines on our website today. Stay with us.